Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news. The NFL landscape is buzzing right now, and the Green Bay Packers are at the center of some electrifying rumors that could shake up the entire NFC North division. And at the heart of this whirlwind is a name that Packers fans have been dreaming about for years: Chris Jones from the Kansas City Chiefs. The chatter is intense, and sources close to the situation suggest that a trade might be on the horizon, possibly just before the November trade deadline. Imagine a scenario where the Packers, sitting comfortably with around $32 million in cap space, make a bold move to acquire one of the league's most disruptive interior defenders, and all signs point to this being a real possibility. Now let's break down what this could mean for Green Bay, for the team's future, and for their championship ambitions. First, we have to understand who Chris Jones is and why he's such a game-changer. At 31 years old, Jones is a proven force on the field, and his recent stats are nothing short of spectacular. Last season alone, he racked up 12, 5 sacks, and 35 quarterback hits, his PFF grade of 91. 4 is among the best in the league for interior defensive linemen, and his EPA per pressure at -0. 43 shows how effectively he disrupts opposing offenses. Jones has a win rate of 22% in pass rush situations, which is incredibly high for a defensive tackle. Despite battling a hand injury in Week 4 of 2025, he played 16 games, showcasing resilience and durability. Throughout his career, Jones has accumulated a total of 75 sacks, earned 3 Pro Bowl selections, and maintains an average of roughly 0.8 sacks per game. His pressure counts are impressive, with 248 QB pressures, and he's known for his run-stopping ability, boasting a run grade of 88.5 and a tackle for loss total of 85. His double-team rate hovers around 40%, which speaks to his ability to command attention even when opponents try to double him. All these stats paint a picture of a disruptive, game-wrecking interior presence, the kind of player who can instantly elevate a defense. Now, think about the impact Chris Jones could have on the Packers, especially with Green Bay looking to bolster their defensive line. Currently, the Packers have a defensive front that has shown flashes of brilliance, but has struggled to consistently stop the run, allowing about 4.2 yards per carry this season. Adding Jones would be like injecting a shot of adrenaline into a unit that already has some talented pieces, like Kenny Clark. But Jones brings something extra: a relentless pressure on the quarterback, game-changing sacks, and the ability to collapse the pocket from the inside. In terms of scheme fit, Jones would be a perfect complement to Clark, creating a formidable duo on the interior. His presence would open up opportunities for linebackers and edge rushers, making the entire front 7 more dangerous. Plus, with the Packers' cap space, they could potentially absorb his salary, especially considering the team's strategic focus on building a championship-ready roster around Jordan Love. The Packers have been in a bit of a transitional phase, but with a move like this, they signal their intent to contend now and in the future. Looking at the broader NFL picture, the Kansas City Chiefs are likely to be in a somewhat different mode. After finishing 9-8 in 2025, the Chiefs are reportedly gearing up for a rebuild, especially on defense, and they're probably looking to cut costs and focus on developing younger players. With a cap of around $28 million dedicated to wide receivers and a defensive unit leaking yardage, allowing 4.3 yards per rush, Kansas City might see the trade as a smart move to get some draft capital and reset for the future. Sources close to the Chiefs indicate that they're motivated to move Jones, especially if the right offer comes along. And that offer could be a first-round pick in 2026. For the Packers, that's a no-brainer. A first-round pick is a valuable asset, but so is a player like Jones, who can transform their defense practically overnight. Imagine the difference it would make in the playoffs, particularly against top-tier teams like the San Francisco 49ers or the Philadelphia Eagles, where interior pressure often makes or breaks the game. Now, fans of the Packers know how important interior disruption has been historically. Think back to the days of Aaron Donald with the Rams or Ndamukong Suh in his prime with the Rams in 2018, where their presence in the middle helped elevate the entire defense, leading to more turnovers, less time for opponents to operate, and overall dominance. Jones, with his skill set, could be that kind of player for Green Bay. His ability to generate sacks from the inside, pressure quarterbacks, and stuff the run would turn the Packers' defense into one of the toughest in the league. And speaking of impact, the numbers are staggering. Projections suggest that acquiring Jones could increase the Packers' sack total by around 10 this season, significantly improving their pass rush. Interior pressure could go up by roughly 25%, leading to more hurried throws and turnovers. Run stops would see an uptick of about 20%, making it harder for opponents to sustain drives on the ground. This kind of upgrade would resemble the transformation the Rams experienced in 2018 when they added Suh and Domata Pico, turning a middling defense into a top-tier unit that carried them deep into the playoffs. The secondary would also benefit from the added pressure, as quarterbacks would have less time to find open receivers, and the hurries and forced fumbles would increase. Based on previous trends, we could expect around 6 additional forced fumbles and a noticeable rise in turnovers forced by the defense. Points allowed per game could drop from around 21 to roughly 17, making the Packers' defense not just better but genuinely feared by opponents. That's the kind of leap that can propel a team into serious Super Bowl contention. And speaking of the Super Bowl, the odds would shift dramatically with a move like this. Currently, the Packers are considered long shots, with betting odds around plus 11-0. But with Chris Jones anchoring that interior line, those odds could shrink to about plus 3,500, reflecting a real contender. Especially if Jones can replicate his playoff performance, where he's projected to be a game-changer in cold-weather matchups like against the 49ers. His ability to notch at least 15 sacks in those high-stakes games could be the difference between a deep playoff run and an early exit. Historically, players like Vince Wilfork with the Patriots have shown what an elite run-stuffer and interior disruptor can do for a team's championship aspirations. Wilfork was the anchor of multiple Super Bowl-winning defenses, and adding a player of Jones's caliber could be the key for the Packers to finally get over the hump. It's no secret that dominance on defense, especially interior pass rush, is often the secret ingredient for Super Bowl champions. The Packers, with their storied history of legendary defenses and game-changing players, seem poised to make a statement if this trade comes to fruition. Of course, nothing is set in stone yet, but the momentum is clearly leaning toward a significant move. The Packers have been aggressive in recent seasons, making savvy trade and draft decisions, and this could be the next step in their rebuilding process. With a potential interior disruptor like Jones, they'd not only improve immediately, but also send a message to the league that Green Bay is back in the hunt for titles. His addition would be a statement, a clear sign that the Packers are serious about ending their Super Bowl drought and returning to the top of the NFL hierarchy. In conclusion, this trade scenario is shaping up to be one of the most exciting offseason developments for Packers fans. It's a bold move that could reshape the team's future, turbocharge their defense, and give Jordan Love the support he needs to lead the team to new heights. Whether it happens or not, the idea of Chris Jones in green and gold has fans dreaming of a dominant, relentless defense that can carry them deep into the postseason, ultimately making a real run at Super Bowl LXI. And if it does, you can bet that Green Bay's entire fan base will be celebrating their new interior anchor and the fresh hope that comes with it. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Would you be thrilled to see Chris Jones in Green Bay? Do you think it's the missing piece to finally get the Packers back to Super Bowl glory? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. This offseason promises to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and the Packers are definitely in the spotlight. Let's keep the faith, stay loud, and get ready for what could be a historic season ahead. Go Pack Go!